What's up, football fans? It's That Swede here with a special player review for you. Today I'm gonna look at two of the best natural center forwards in the game, Roberto Firmino and Thomas Müller. Firmino was actually center forward as his starting position in FIFA18, but this year he is a striker, but plays best as center forward in my opinion. Thomas Müller is still center forward, which is also his best position I think. With that said, both of them plays very good as cam too, much better than strikers in my experience. I'm gonna review them both against each other, both stats and my subjective thoughts after having played with them many games, almost 150 games for Thomas Müller and close to 100 games for Firmino. And of course we're gonna look at the result of their games in the form of my match-based stats. If we start with Roberto Firmino, he's really been the creative hub in my Premier League team, with the main distributor of passes together with the CMs. He's someone that you can RBA pass to, and he can hold up the play surprisingly well considering he has only 77 physique. His normal goals include a lot of 1-2 play with Gabriel Jesus, where he finds his way from deep lane runs. His long shots are not that great, but his driven shots from mid-range are really good, and he's a clinical finisher. He assists many goals, often to Jesus, but sometimes also to the central midfielders who comes from behind, as well as the wingers. He's great in his way to pressure the opponent's backline, and often cuts passing lanes too. Thomas Müller has been my favorite FIFA player probably for the past two editions really. His high work rate is really notable as he seems to be everywhere on the pitch. At the front of attacks, but still always back in time to defend. Also has a very good 1-2 with Werner, is the striker in my Bundesliga team, but has a mean long shots and scores a lot of my goals from outside the box. Not as strong as Firmino, which means he can't hold up the ball as good, but his through ball and short passing are really good. He only has 3-star skills, which from time to time I do find a bit annoying, and also his dribbling is a little bit rough, but as in real life he makes up for it with his energy and goal scoring abilities. Comparing the stats, we can see that they are very similar types of cards. Same pace, roughly the same shooting and passing. Bobby has better dribbling and physique though. Total base stats, 445 against 431, with the advantage being at Firmino. In-game stats are also very similar. For the shooting stats here we can see that Müller has some really nice 93 positioning and 87 finishing. Considering how many long shots he has scored, it's surprising he has only 77 long shots though. Passing stats, Firmino is slightly better in most stats, but crossing, but they are very close in most stats here. Dribbling is better with Firmino, but Müller has a strong 92 reactions and 83 composure, which sets them apart slightly. None of them are very good at defensive stats, but Müller is the better of the two, with the 82 heading accuracy as the highlight here. Physicality stats are very close, but Müller has a world-class 90 stamina. So the summary of the in-game stats is that Firmino has 2,135 against Müller's 2,109. So I've collected all the game stats as usual. I'm gonna compare the two players side by side this time to see who has performed the best. These stats are based on 89 games for Firmino and 147 games for Müller. So let's start with the most crucial stats. We can see here that Firmino has scored 0.65 goals per game average, while Müller has 0.62 goals per game. For assists, Firmino has 0.52 assists per game average and Müller has 0.56. This gives a total points per game's average of 1.17 for Bobby and 1.18 for Thomas. Extremely close. As of now, they only have two players in my club with better total stats for goals and assists. Looking at shots next, and here we can see that Firmino shoots more per game and also has more shots per goal per game. So his shots per goal percentage is actually 67% compared to Müller's 60%, but Müller has a better conversion rate with 0.44 goals per shot on target compared to Firmino's 0.38. So it's a slight advantage for Müller here when it comes to shooting. For passing, they are again very close. Firmino has a slightly better passing percentage than Müller, but it's almost neglectable. Firmino needs 38 passes per assist, while Müller needs 37. All of these are again average stats per game, and they are both very high up in the totals compared to the rest of the players in my club for passing. For dribbling stats, it's a bit surprising to see Firmino hasn't got better stats, considering he has better dribbling base stats of the two and also got 4-star skills. But again, you can see they're very close for dribbling. Tackles tied them at average for successful tackles per games, but with Firmino having more attempted tackles than Müller, he gets the better tackle percentage out of the two. They also have the exact same average match rating and close to the same average number of man of the match awards, where they are first and second overall in my club. Contribution next, and even though it's hard to see the details here, it's very noticeable that they are both very consistent. The blue piles here are goals and the orange are assists. So we can see here that Firmino has scored a hat-trick at 2 different occasions, while Müller has 1 hat-trick here. Both have had 3 assists in the same game too at a couple of occasions. But as you can see for both, there are very few holes in these stats, showing that they are both very consistent. Now for my verdict. These are 2 very usable players in FIFA, especially if you play center forwards, but also as cams in, for example, the 4-1-2-1-2 formation. High work rate on both, combined with good stamina for both, means that they will work hard all game without getting tired. Summarizing Firmino, I would say his biggest pros are his ball control and hold-up game that really makes him the central attacking hub of my squad. He contributes a lot, with both goals and assists, but from time to time he misses sitters and he could contribute even more actually. He has a really good driven shot that are easy to time. And his flaws would probably be just that conversion rate, where I feel he could score even more. And also his pace that is sometimes prohibits him from that perfect run. The biggest pro for Thomas Müller is also that he is an attacking hub. His movement and placement are perfect, which means he's often open for a pass. He also contributes a lot and adds some really cool long shot goals too. He also has very good headers actually, and that combined with his positioning means that he'll score coming onto crosses quite a lot. The flaws of Thomas Müller is that he's a little weak, he can't cover the ball as good as you'd want from time to time, and also he lacks the same pace as Firmino does. In my grading system I've gonna score them both an 8, but both are close to a 9 actually. I've just bought the team of the group stages Firmino. I'm very excited to see how much of an upgrade he is compared to his non-special card. Hopefully Thomas Müller will get more consistent playing time in Bayern Munich this year, so he could also get a special card soon. I wish for that. So that's it for today. Hope you've enjoyed this double review video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and also if you like to follow me on Twitter, please do. That's Statsweed. So until next time, see ya!